talk to you all real quick about the news. Who passed away? I don't know how he passed. Like the family's not talking about it. But went into my Facebook and I saw his picture and I was like, wait a minute, I know that guy. And I realized he was. It's gonna be kind of hard for her, but during COVID. But now, dealing with all this death, then I still think about my mother a lot because she passed away in June. I mean in May. And it's been so hard trying to get on camera and do the news. So I'm feeling better now, so I'm going to go ahead and get it out the way. Okay, so I looked at a lot of the polls, and Trump is ahead of Biden in Texas. And they're saying that Joe Biden is ahead of Trump doing early voting, but the election hasn't gotten here yet. So they're trying to predict that Biden might beat Trump, and the polls cannot be guaranteed because when Hillary Clinton and Trump were going at each other, Hillary Clinton was in the lead. So Trump has taken Ohio and Texas. Florida is a free fall. That's what they're saying. So I'm not sure about that. Um, let's see what else. I was scrolling. I saw Megan Thee Stallion did a new video shoot or something, and I think Doug was in there telling her to come to his house or bring her fine ass home. I like the outfit she had on. I just didn't like the blonde hair. So I mean, she still look good though. What else is going on? Oh, in Chicago, this man threw his 2-month old out of a window and the child died. Now, the mother did not know that the guy had mental illness. She didn't know he had mental illness problems until one day he woke up. He hadn't ate. He hadn't ate for a couple of hours or maybe 24 hours. He hadn't ate. He got out the bed. He started kicking her, and he killed the dog. He set the dog on fire. Like, the police had to restrain him and take him to the hospital because he was having some type of mental illness issues. So, ladies, when you're dating, be sure to ask, do you have any mental illness problems that I should know about? That would be nice. Because I had an experience with a dude who, I didn't ask that question, and he told me after the fact that we had been dealing with each other. And I started to see the issues that he was having, and it conflicted with our going out and dating and having a relationship. So I couldn't, I kind of blame myself for not asking that question. So ask that question. Ice Cube, he's cooling down. Him and I think I can't remember, him and someone had a little back and forth. I think it was D.L. Hughley. I think it was D.L. Hughley. It was someone else. I'm not sure, but anyway, because I've been skimming in the news, things have been happening. Um, the stimulus checks, they're still trying to come up with a decision. Nancy Pelosi is holding it up, so they're trying to wait till after the election before they can actually come up with a stimulus bill. Um, Joe Biden, there's news media outlets saying that he's lying about his corporation or his business practices. And there's a lot of scandal coming out about Joe Biden since he ran for government. So I don't know. I was actually looking at something earlier today where they were saying Hunter Biden had he was messing with a stripper, then he molested his niece. He didn't get arrested or nothing like that. They told him to go get some medical help or something like that. But he actually was having sex with his 14-year-old niece or something like that. Then he married a woman that he met for 6 days. So it's a lot of scandal around Joe Biden. Jaguar White, she's on the internet. She set the internet on fire. With her stories behind the scenes of Hollywood with Mary J. Blige and people like Diddy and things like that. I don't know if I 100% can. I don't know if I believe her or not. I don't know. Because when somebody's telling their story, you don't know. When they're talking about other people, you really don't get to hear the other people's side of the story. So it's kind of like it's hard to believe. You know, when people are telling their side of the story, I'll listen, but I always need to hear the other side. What else is going on in the news? Really, the news cycle really hasn't had much. They weren't really talking about much, but the election. Um, what else? Oh, Amanda Seals. I was looking at something with Amanda Seals, and she was crying, and she was saying that she pretty much can't believe how certain black people are attacking her and how they're acting when it's coming to this election. And I'm like, number one, everybody's trying to tell black voters who they should be voting for. And I don't want you to tell me who I should vote for if you're saying my ancestors fought for the right for me to vote. Then I have a right to vote for who I want to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are not saying who they're voting for because if you do say you're voting for Trump, everybody wants to jump down your throat or everybody wants to tell you or persuade you not to vote, and it's not to vote for that person. And I'm like, if this is a free country, why are you telling people who they need to vote for? Like I said, I don't give a fuck if it's a ham sandwich. If you gonna vote for it, you like ham sandwiches, that's your business, it's not mine. So yeah, Amanda Seals, she was crying and she was kind of feeling like frustrated because black people were calling her out on Twitter because she actually represents the Democrat Party. That's what she she advertises. DL Hughley, he advertises for the Democrat Party. A lot of celebrities, and I don't really listen to celebrities because your job is to entertain me, not tell me who to vote for. So I don't really get into all of that. So I don't get into that celebrity stuff. I watched the BT cipher with Brandy, her, and and Brandy, her, and Tiana Taylor. I loved the cipher. I did. I loved it. And Brandy looked flawless. I loved it. I loved it. Brandy is still one of my favorite artists, hands down. Also, her has a new song called Damage. It is a sample of Janet Jackson's Making Love in the Rain. That song is the bomb. And then her is a real lyricist. Like when she was doing that cipher with Brandy, and I was listening to how she was putting her words together, I was like, she's a lyricist. I love it. I love it. So Erica Badu did very good in the cipher too. You know what I'm saying? I didn't look at everything in the BET Awards. Now I know that Megan Thee Stallion won the best artist of the year or something like that. Um, Offset, he drove into a crowd of Trump supporters and got arrested. I knew that was going to happen. Cardi B, she was advertising her Benz that she can't drive. That's pretty much most of the stuff. So, thank you all for listening. Like, share, subscribe. Salon B. Have a great day.